What's up? What's up, guys? You should be able to hear me on Discord, guys, but the screen I can't have on. Bum 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 bum. Da-da-da-dum. All right, partner. We got jolts coming out at 10. Let's get them marked up on my chart skis. So if you've read my daily plans today, this morning you'll know what's up. You'll know what's up. Tomorrow we've got non-farm payrolls, so be mindful of that, ladies and gents. Be mindful of that. Tomorrow we've got ADP, so the chances are today is going to be a little bit sketch. So you just want to be mindful of that going into today. We obviously had a huge range day yesterday, so it's likely to be choppy in the AM session, especially during London, which is what we've witnessed, right? And we're also consolidating at higher time frame highs. All of this is choppity suey recipe for choppity suey, right? However, at the moment, if you've read the daily plans, I'm currently boobish, and so traded short today, down to this POI, and then flipping it long. So using X levels way up inside deep premium. If you have studied my mechanical entry model on YouTube, mechanical TS on the short, so there is a potential for this to come and drive out this low if it breaks this low. Okay, so if we break here, it's more likely we're going to come and seek out this low down at 141. However, this whole high has to hold if we're going to go run out these highs for me today. So this low is key. So inside of here is my is another one of my models, which red pillars will know, which is currently what we're long off. Paid ourselves inside of a 5-minute premium, utilizing X levels, just holding runners to take it back into 15-minute premium, and then ultimately the 15-minute liquidity. So my eyes today are firmly on ES up at 6086. So I'm looking for bullish continuation today. I want to see us get up here today. But it's a day for base hits. It's a day for tight range. take the majority of your positions off early, hold runners if you want to do that. All right. So you got to understand that the context that you're in. The context is we have jolts at 10. We're currently at the PLY, which I'd anticipate to hold if we're going to go and drive out the highs today. And we're nowhere near the volatility at 10. So this is where you have to understand context and where we sit. We're also in between my 262s, which is trash really. Engineering liquidity essentially. So this is where we utilize X levels to scale out of our trade, right? So we're in right on this low, little 6-point stop. Scaling back out as we go through the back through the X level DRs. So we broke on the 1, broke structure on the 1 here. There's your secondary entry mitigation if you want to trade that. But after the 1, so after we break the 1, we're now going into the territory of okay, where is the 5? Don't know why I did that. So up in here, we're up inside of a X level 5. So again, this is a sensible place to pay yourself as you're scaling out with base hit trading. All right. Ultimately, we're looking for price to come and take out the 5 and then work all the way back up into the 15, which would be our next scale. And then ultimately coming out to take out the previous day's high. So that's our current objectives at the moment. Next partial for me is going to be above the 5-minute high. And yeah, continuation. AJ 2020, is that Mr. Anthony Perez? Is that who that is? Can't remember. AJ 2020. I can't even remember, like. Oh, it's JJ. Oh, sorry, dude. Mr. Perez is probably still asleep, trading his Zcash. Just banking on his Zcash. So who we got still in this H1 to my H1 to M5? Who's still long skis? Who's read the daily plans today? He's getting in alignment with it. Are we all dancing this morning? Boom, 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 boom. So those little rails on the 15. Is what we're after. Up at 27. Let's cook, baby. Let's cook. If you bad with me this morning, guys, consider smashing the stream like button. Be appreciated. Karma comes round, goes in circles. Honestly, you put out good, good comes back. It's very true. It's very, very true, that. All right, you're getting locked, bro. Keep moving, you doing amazing. So targets for me on NQ, if we do take out previous day's high, essentially just taking out this 15-minute pool liquidity, and that's going to be me set. I cannot see us driving all the way up to my ultimate objective today. I'll be fucking mental if it does that. So my very highs I put 21,464 for today. That would be my long term. And then beyond that, we're going up to 21.7, which, if you want my honest opinion, that's more likely going to be left for ADP later in the week. So the question is today whether they want to give us a deeper pullback for ADP later in the week, or whether they're going to push us up there today. So today is base hits, baby. We've also left a void down at 193.50, which I don't enjoy. So this is just where you have to submit to price. If you've not already taken some off, please make sure you've taken the lion's share off. You should literally just be in runners. This is base hit days, right? So this is going price back up into M5 premium, right? After our break of the 1, pay yourself here. Because if it's going to fail, it's going to fail from this premium or a 15-minute premium. So a sensible place to pay yourself is inside of the premium. All right, so this little unmitigated range can fail and we work all the way back down here. So as I was talking about earlier, context plays such a huge part in the way that I trade and handle trade management. Okay, so although I'm anticipating higher prices, yes, I am. I'm acutely aware of the context that we are in. And the context is that we're inside of a massive, deep ass premium, right? Across all time frames with the X levels. Okay, so in terms of X levels, we are in a monstrous prem. Okay. So yes, we are in the upper 25% of projected range. We're looking for ATH to go. So it has the we have the model as well, BPR on this low, also back into an H1 to M5. So we have the supporting context as to why price is going to move higher, but we also, on the other hand, have reasons as to why it would fail. And the reasons why it fails because we have ADP tomorrow. We've had a huge range day yesterday. It's likely to chop today, and we're in a deep ass premium. Okay, so you have to weigh those two things up when you're going into a trade, and ask yourself how you're going to manage it. How are you going to manage the trade based on the context that we're in? If you are literally going into your trading and you're blindly trading without consideration of context, and you're just looking at a model, you are going to fail more times than you're not. Then you're taking successful trades, I should say. You're going to fail more times than you're taking successful trades deploying any model, whatever you trade. You trade turtle suits like me, or whether you trade some other secondary entry model that you've learned somewhere else. They're going to fail more times than not if you don't understand context, okay? And the context is you have to weigh both sides of the argument. So when we have heavily offsetting negative context, which would go against your bias for the day, it affects the way that I manage my trade. So if this was inside of a deep discount and I was anticipating bullish price, we didn't have a previous range day. We were anticipating range continuation. So for example, we had a Tuesday low of the week. We're looking for Wednesday distribution. We can then anticipate price to go and deliver out the higher time frame dealing ranges, right? But when we're inside of a huge premium, we don't have the volatility. We got jolts coming in at 10, but who cares about jolts? All right, and we're in a huge premium, and we've also had a huge range day. It affects the way that I trade. So I'm not necessarily going to trade and hold my entire position like I would if we were in A+ conditions. These are not A+ conditions, they are C-. So even though I am bullish, the context depicts how I manage my trade. Okay? A massive shift between a good trader and an elite trader is their ability to read context. So line share comes off inside of where it can fail. And then I hold runners to my terminus. And if I capture that range, beautiful. Awesome, I was right. Okay, but if it fails because of the context that we are in, I'm already paid. So I don't care. Right? the way that I look at it is this. Like if we have two sides of a coin and I'm running with one side of the coin and I completely ignore the other side of the coin, and then price goes and fails, yet I've done all the analysis as to why it can fail and I've not mitigated my trade with that context in mind, well, that is ridiculous and stupid. Is it not? If someone answer that, would that not be stupid? It's just an honest conversation. Would that not be stupid? Right? Would it? Well, ask yourself the question. Don't just listen to me garbage on. Like if you do analysis and you spend half an hour a day doing analysis, if you've read my daily plan this morning, you'll see the depth of analysis that I go into. You do all that analysis and then you come to the charts and you enter your trade, but you don't bring that analysis into the way that you're going to manage that trade. Is that not stupid? Like, what if you just spent the last half an hour doing? It's ridiculous. You know, so if price fails in accordance with your daily plan, your context, and you've not paid yourself en route, you're just going to annoy yourself because you're going to say, well, I knew it could do that. And then you're going to say, well, we were in a deep premium. I didn't need to take that trade, right? That trade failed. And you're going to come up with all these ideas, right? As to validate why you were wrong because your ego's taken a hit, right? Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work because I was in a premium. Yeah, well, you've done the analysis. You knew it could fail. So your number one job in trading is to protect your mental capital. So if you do the analysis and you have reasons as to why price could fail, your plan and your model, then you pay yourself where it could fail. All right. And so if you're trading my H1 to M5 model, yes, we're looking for price to go and drive out the M15 liquidity. First target is to get us back into the M15 premium, right? Yes. Yes, right? But if we are inside of a sell day, because we are inside of a deep premium and anticipating potential for a pullback ahead of ADP, where could it fail? It can fail inside of an M5 premium or M15 premium. So a sensible thing to do in terms of trade management is pay yourself where it can fail. Are we good? Does that make sense? So it's not a case of just, going into your trades and always just putting a blanket 2-to-1. It's not like that. If you do that, you're going to have lower consistency. I'm all about high consistency. It's about having your models and deploying your models, sure, but it's also before that putting context ahead of it, which 95% of traders can't do. And the ones that can are the ones who are in a different level. So next target is going to be 26, guys. That is the next target. So all the way back up in size of X levels on the 15, and then beyond that, you'll be looking at the previous day high. Morning, Steve-O. Steve, just in terms of that ninja, they did say they did ask me to do a potential for a fresh install, but I told you the reasons why. I told you the reasons why I don't want to do that. Oh, that was a different Steve. There's too many Steves. Yeah, it's usually the best way. Yeah, yeah. Just on that mobile thing, the mobile Ninja, Steve, is that a completely different Ninja? So it'd be a completely different account, or is it the same account? It's the same, yeah. So I'd have the same issues then, no? Why not? Right, but if you're saying it's yeah, exactly, exactly. Right, so the mobile, okay, but how does the mobile one use your same sort of, scripts, etc. if they're on your PC? No, I've got a personal account with Ninja. So this is just where you have to submit to time. Yeah, I need to spend some time looking into it, Steve. I've got so much on my plate at the minute, it's unbelievable. Oy. Who's still holding this long? Yeah, I know it really is. Who's in this long? Who's printing with me this morning? Who's printing? Let's go, baby. Let's push it. Already closed. Closing the 5. I don't blame you. I did not blame you, like. So you're 5 minutes at 14. Live your life. Gonna take a rest. Do it. There you go. There's your 20 points. That's all you got to do. One a day. Change your life. Okay, so there's your 5 gone, guys. That's the next sensible place to pay yourself. We are now back inside of the M15 Prem. Ciao with me. Good stuff, Joe. Well done, mate. Make sure you pay yourself here, bro, because technically we're back inside the M15 Prem, right? So the only other objective from here is to take you all the way up into taking out the 15 high, right? Which is the previous day's high. Okay, which is essentially the terminus. No, just to get, so basically 38 on the 15, taking above the 5-minute high, Joe. So the 5-minute DR. So remember, it's just taking above that, literally above, if you just want to have it right above that 5. So we have to remember two things, right? This little thing is so important. So we have our nucleus. We have our nucleus, right? Our higher time frame POI. And it goes on. Okay. In between here, each side, you have I and L, inefficiencies and liquidity. Each side, inefficiencies and liquidity. So when you break the one, you've essentially taken inefficiencies and liquidity. So as price is expanding, it's only doing one of two things: seeking that or that. That's all it is doing. From your nucleus, from either your buy or your sell program, right? So once you're going through these, it's like you can literally just trade like that. Okay, so taking 1 and 5. So what you're always asking yourself is, okay, so where is price leading to? So this is now back up into a higher time frame premium, right? So we have got, essentially, we've gone through, if we're looking at this like a game, we've gone through level 1, we've gone through level 2, we're now at level 3, right? This where you get back up into the higher time frame is where the institutions are stepping back in, right? This is institutionville. See if I can write it. Institution, writing like a kid. Ville. All right, it's institutionville. Daily, weekly, monthly. Right, this is all, this section here is institutionville. This is where the institutions step in. So when you get to your nucleus, and this is again, is going to be from institutionville, you're now going back through the dealing ranges, right? Okay, so we're now reverse engineering. We've come to our higher time frame POI, and now we're going back through this process. So price is going to work back through these until it gets back into institutionville. And what it is doing is moving from a premium to a discount, and a discount to a premium. Right? By doing this. That's all it's doing. If you can understand that, you understand how price moves. That is essentially how price moves. Okay? So when you're managing a position, or you're managing your trade, this is our higher time frame POI in alignment with an X level, right? H1 rejection block, using one of my models, which you guys are familiar with. Now we're at our highest time frame POI. We're going back through inefficiencies and liquidity. Okay, so we're breaking the 1 here, 5-minute inefficiency. Boom. Okay, so we go back over here. We've taken inefficiency and liquidity on the 1, boom. Level 1 complete. Level 2, M5, inefficiency and liquidity. Inefficiency. Level 1, half complete. Right? Next step, M5 liquidity. Okay, so if we switch to our 5-minute quickly. Oh, shit. M5 liquidity. So M5X level DR. Boom. Right? Taken. Level 2 complete. Next level. M15. M15X level back inside of a premium. Right? POO, point of origin. Right? Inside of a discount. This is a POO. So where can institutions step in? Higher time frame, institutionville, M15. Okay, so inefficiencies and liquidity. So this is where you're asking, is price going to drive out and seek 15-minute inefficiencies and liquidity, right, from your entry? So there are no inefficiencies in here, is there? There aren't any. You've just got liquidity. So the only question you're asking yourself is this model going to deliver to take out this liquidity, to go and take out liquidity? That's all it has left is liquidity. But it's at a higher time frame POI, right? Okay, so, sorry, a higher time frame price from an institutional level where they can step in, right? So it's in terms of trade management. It's like, well, if you're trading this and you've not paid yourself and you're now in institutionalville, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, you've just walked into a lion's den with 3,000 pounds of meat and you're like, I'm going to walk through here with no fucking scrapes on me. You're going to get chewed to fuck. You're going to go in there and get butchered. Those lions are going to devour you, right? You walk in there with that much bag, you walk in there with that much meat, you're dead, right? Because what are those institutions doing when you're up here going, hey, look at me with my, you know, in your lion's den with your 3,000 pounds of meat? They're going, I'm going to fucking eat some of that, right? So what do we get? Offset accumulation. Boom, price comes all the way back down. This is where you're going to, if you're looking for continuation, look for your secondary entries to hold, whether this utilizing this is propulsion block, unmitigated range for continuation, entirely up to you. But you would want it to have paid yourself up here. Paid. You give those lions their fucking meat. Simmer down. Chill out. Relax. Have some. Woohoo. You pay yourself. You give the cubs some food. You pay them. Give them some meat. Right? You're paying yourself so you can get through this with a profit. Right? And at this point, you would literally just have lambs to slaughter. Right? Anticipating this offset. If it goes and breaks, if it goes and violates this low, well, hey, you've traded in an alignment with where price can fail. Where can price fail? Institutional levels. Institutional levels, goddammit. Right? Back over here. Institutionalville. M15H1 daily, weekly, monthly. Institutionalville. It's where they step in. Does that make sense? Anyway, I hope that analogy sticks and it makes sense. Because if you can literally just understand that, you'll understand how price moves, you'll understand how to manage your trades better. Right? So we were looking for the M5 high to take our next partial off. Give the lions their food. Pardon me, sorry. Boom indeed. Bum, 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 bum. So also just remember the context that you're in. So we always talk about, you know, the context element. What do we talk about my X levels in terms of where you don't want to be trading, in terms of becoming engineered liquidity? Where do we sit? So what you don't do ever is enter inside of here. This is like a general no-go zone, right? Just do not do it. You're engineered liquidity. You have a big fat tag on your head, right? All right. So you've got, you know, you got hungry hippos all up here, and you got hungry hippos down here. You're entering in here. You're just like the fodder. You're the cannon fodder. All right. Do not enter inside of here. If you didn't trade the short from the high using the mechanical TS model, which is now on YouTube, down to my H1 to M5, or you flip the H1 to M5, this is where you want to be entering, either inside of a discount or a premium, not in between here. This is trash villy liquidity, engineered liquidity. So if you're not already in, you have to sit patient. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. So next target for me is going to be 26. Bum, 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 bum. Who's printing? Just left another void. Lovely. If you found value on this stream today, guys, consider smashing the old like. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. Do a brother a favor. If you learned something, if you little learned something. Bum, 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 bum. No, nobody. Hey. So this is where you just have to submit to time. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. To submit to time. You paid yourself. You've entered. You've paid yourself. Now you're just holding runners. Right? That's all you're doing. You're not sat here going, do I cancel the trade? Do I pile in with more contracts? Do I get nervous with where price is going? No, you submit to time. You've entered, you've analyzed price, you've executed, you've paid yourself en route like an absolute top G. And now you're just anticipating lambs to slaughter, and you've got your lamb to slaughter. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's ride, baby. Let's go. Okay, if she comes back and fails, who cares? You paid. Job done. Like if you're in this trade, anything from here is now Brucey bonus. It's literally Brucey bonus. Let's have a little look at ES. She cooking. She cooking. Come on, NQ. Go and deliver. 26 is what we want. Let's go get through this poo, though. Let's go get through this poo. If you want my honest opinion, let's have a quick look at this poo, actually. Let's break it down. So the next place you're going to pay yourself is 1850. Because it's you have the potential for a accumulation inside fair value on the lower time frame. So this would be essentially a poo trade. Okay, so you're essentially, even though you're still anticipating higher prices, which we are, we're talking about trade management. The next place you're going to pay yourself is at 1850, which is going to be poo. Point of origin for those who are asking. Okay, and then if we take out that, we're going to go run out these highs. So the ultimate objective today is come and take out this previous day's high. So if you've got contracts spare, now it's just a case of just trade management. So we've broken on the 1, paid in the 5, paid above the 5, 15-minute prem. Right, offset accumulation. Offsetting those on the right side of the move, accumulating their stops. Looking for a continuation here, but next stop would be the point of origin, which is 1850, which is just above this pool of liquidity here. So sweeping this liquidity into this poo. And then beyond that, we're going out to take 26 and then ultimately up towards this high. Well, not towards this high, take out the high. So if you've read the daily plans, guys, I highly suggest, if you haven't read the daily plans, I highly suggest you read the daily plans today. Because my focus today is on ES, looking for Keeping a close eye on ES all the way up at 85 today. So if you go through the chat, just scroll up, click that link, you'll be able to get my daily plans, which I write every single day at 4 o'clock in the morning. Currently 40-3 for accuracy. 40 wins, 3 losses. Not bad. So definitely worth getting your bias right by jumping in, taking a look at those. Also saves me regurgitating myself, which is pretty handy. But if you read the daily plans, we've been looking for this low to hold for us to come and drive and take out previous day's high. Currently looking for price to continue on ES. Keeping a close eye on ES. Want to see ES up at 686, which is going up into outer space. It's taking us to outer space, guys. New ATH. Oosh. Which I'd anticipate to drag NQ up, which is why I am still macro bullish NQ. So just utilizing my H1 to M5 model on the low, but paying myself en route, managing my trade because I'm acutely aware of the context. And the context is that we're in a fat premium. So trading bullish out of a huge premium when we haven't really got any news today apart from jolts at 10. And we have ADP tomorrow and we had a huge range day yesterday. I'm managing my trade correctly, right? How you should manage a trade when it's a C- trade. So this current setup is C- at best. It is not an A+ model in the context. It's my model, but one of my models, but not in an A+ setting. It's in a C- setting. So the fact it's in a C- setting depicts how I manage the trade. So I take my lion's share off where price can fail, or where can it fail? 15-minute institutional level. 15-minute where institutions can step in, 15-minute in the hourly, right? So taking my lion's share off in here, 5, 15, offset, holding runners. Whereas if this was an A+ setup, I'd have my max size and then taking a small percentage of my trade off, holding the lion's share for terminus. A different way of looking at it. So it's just trade management. So this, although I'm anticipating price or I'm wanting price to go and drive out the previous day's high, I'm acutely aware that it can fail from here. And so because of that, that's why I take my lion's share off early, because it is C-. Ciao with me. Ciao with me, folks. But your next TP is going to be 1850. Oosh. Bum, 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 bum. Dee, 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 dee. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Let's do that. Let's cook, baby. Let's cook. Are we cooking on gas or are we cooking on gas, guys? What are we doing? Let's fucking get some. Done before the open. That's what we like. That's what we do at the London crew. Done before the open. Done before the open. I don't know why. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so if you want to take yourself some off here, be my guest. $18.50. You don't need a. So if you're trading poo, you don't need a PD array. It's bang on mean threshold. The way that it's measured inside the RP uni, right? Bum, 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 bum. What was I doing? I was doing something. That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. So still just got my, it's one left here. So I'm in down it here. Only one, just the one left. Just the one left for me. Oh shit, sorry. So just the one left for me. So it's entirely up to you how you want to play it. I've already scaled out. So just the one Connie. So if you want to pay yourself here and terminate, that's entirely up to you. Or you can go for the ultimate objective, which is to take out previous day high. It's entirely up to you. And essentially, if you are going to do that, you're going to be holding on ES. So you're literally just going to hold your trade until ES gets up to 60.85. You'll just hold your trade until ES gets up to 60.85. So you got to be careful here because this is a classic poo setup. Okay, so accumulation inside fair value. So if you've not paid yourself, guys, you're an absolute dodo. I already said it. I'll say it again. If you've not paid yourself already, you're a dodo. Bum, 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 bum. On YouTube, are we getting a slight delay? Can anyone let me know, or are we good? Someone just messaged me. Are we good? Or are we getting a slight delay? If anyone on YouTube can let me know, be appreciated. Oh, yeah. Oh. Are we good, guys, on YouTube? Can someone just let me know? It'd be appreciated. Is it? Okay. Is the intensity time though on the minute candle? Is there a delay on that? So currently we're at the 7:37 candle. Are we good? It's so funny. It's always red pillars who are like, get back in your hole. Get back in your hole in Discord, you. Whereas everyone on YouTube is like, yeah. Keep going, it's all good. Okay. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to trust anymore. AP, what's up, G? Are you in terms of Discord or YouTube? See, AP's on both sides of the fence, so I can trust that. I can trust that opinion. A few seconds lag. Oh, you can deal with that, can't we? YouTube! YouTube! What have you done with your Zcash? AP, you still got it, or what are you doing with it? I don't know about that, AP. You almost killed me with that recipe. Whatever the hell that was. The Aguilas Chilas. Aguilas Chilas. Still holding some. Ooh, should get some. I've not really engaged in this bull run on with crypto this year. I'm not really got involved with it. I traded it about 2 days ago when we got down to 9,800. So for those of you who are inside Bread Pill on that day, so we were down at 9,800. So I basically traded it on that day using the micro contracts on Bitcoin. But for me at the moment, my POI on Bitcoin is the unicorn. So basically the hourly BISI at 8 o'clock on Wednesday 27th. That's a unicorn BISI. So I'm interested to see if and when we get down there, how price respects. So it's a potential area to repopulate longos. But if you know my 3 drives, 9,800 went down into my 3 drives model. So I'm anticipating fucking ripskis on Bitcoin. If it doesn't, I'll be amazed. I got in Bitcoin around 51 and sold it like 65. Of course, this one, so I exited. Yeah, I know, it's life, right? My mates had some for like years, and he's still holding his as well. Keeps asking me what should be my target. I've always said 200. I'll just hold it for 200. It's like it's not going anywhere anymore. Like it's genuinely not going anywhere. Like the idea that Bitcoin is just going to disappear off this face of the earth is just impossible. There is way too much money invested in it now. There is far too many jobs that are formed off the back of it. There are too many businesses with government investment that have been created off the back of crypto. It's too big now. It's unstoppable. So it's going to be the new gold. It'll be essentially just an equivalent of a gold, right? It's just a long-term investment. You just park your money in it and you hold it and you just ride it like gold. You're going to have periods where it pulls back and you're going to have periods where it rages. I don't get really involved with like altcoins and stuff, AP. Just kind of stick to my poisons, mate. Stick to the big beasts. I'm not the guy for crypto. I'm sure there's some crypto guys out there, but I'm not that guy. I just take a positional view on Bitcoin. Those altcoins are just all over the shop. Not really worth it for me. Yeah, I thought about looking at it. Like, if you've got like a really small account, I can see why you'd want to engage with like smaller coins. It's just like just on like a personal level. It goes back to my days when I used to trade penny stocks. Like way back when I used to trade penny stocks. It's like I'm taking myself back there again, and it's just like, it's just murky. It's a dirty world down there. It's like the equivalent of walking through a tube station like at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Friday night. It's just murky, right? It's like the scene from Joker. You know, when you're in the New York underground at like 2 in the morning. That's your altcoins. Right? Blah. People just getting murdered left, right, and center. But where there's muck, there's brass, so you can make money down there. But yeah, I just don't really have an appetite for it. I've spent my time in the gutter. Trip. Who's printing? Who's printing with me this morning? Give me an amen if you're printing. Give me an amen if you're printing. Before London. Are we going to be done before London, New York or what? Amen, Father. Let's go. Praise be. Praise be. Oh, who knows praise be? Who knows what that's from? That fucking sentence is stuck with me. Praise be. What is it? Oh God, here comes the left side of my brain screwing me over again. What's that show called on Netflix? Praise be. Oh, we basically have all these nuns who work for the dudes. They're just like little slaves. Praise be. Praise be. Get your wife to say it to you. What's it called? I have to Google it. If no one can help me, I have to Google it. You're useless. Praise be saying. Andy, you would know. Where's Andy at? Andy's usually good at that sort of stuff. Praise be. Oh, I know. ChatGPT. Come on, where you at? You must have seen it. Praise be. If you've not seen that series, by the way, it's dope. It's really, really good. ChatGPT, what is the series where the women always say praise be? Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale. Praise be. Now you know what I'm talking about. It's good, right? Dark. Super, super dark, but it's good. So guys, I hope you paid yourself where I was talking about. That's your poop skis. That's your poop skis. If you've not paid yourself, what are you? If you've not paid yourself, what are you? A dodo. Amen. Praise be. It's going to be my new saying. It's going to be my new saying. Praise be. A dodo, yes, time to shine. You done know, son. You done know. Poop skis. So we have basically scaled our positions exactly where price is pivoting. Why? Because we're legit traders. We are elite traders, right? So M5 Prem, M5 liquidity, M15 Prem, offset accumulation, institutional, VIL, offset, poo. On our way up to where we are looking to take price, which ultimately your next objective is going to take out 26, and then beyond that you're just basically going to hold for Hell Valor, not Hell Valor, the moon. You're going to wait for ES to go and hit 38, 85. Get my words out. But back up inside M15 premium, right? So we're back up inside an institutional fucking level. Right. So have a look at the wider scimitar. See what's quacking. Okay, so delayed SMT up on the high, ladies and gents. Delayed SMT up on that high. Yeah, delayed SMT on that high. So anything from here is now runners. Right, it's delayed SMT. You know what, your red pillars, you know what I'm talking about. So price can technically fail from here. So again, you are only and should only be in lounge to slaughter. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So that's a break on a 1. If you're looking for continuation, potential back into a 5-minute discount. Oh baby, talk to me. Little I-Fed on the 5-minute here. It's a sketchy little 5-minute though. Don't have the volatility for an I-Fed. So I wouldn't want to be trading off a 5-minute discount using that I-Fed personally. Personally. Right, if we're using the old why is that so fucking far up? Ridiculous. Stop it. Ah, I know why. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh, whatever, we'll just use it. Yeah, so breaking on the 1 back to a 5. So the question you're asking, if you're utilizing that, is that 5 low going to hold? So that I-Fed essentially, institutional order flow entry drill, this little oosh in here. Not for me with the void below it. So I wouldn't be trading. Like if it was a strong bullish ass day, right? This is kind of where you look to go long. So you break the 1 back to a 5 continuation. So for those in your trade, that's obviously what you'd want to be witnessing right now. It's not one I would look to enter in here if I wasn't already in down here, if that makes sense. What is your beef? So if I put that there, now I can't delete it. That's ridiculous. Come on. The fuck? Bring to the front, baby. Come on. I mean, Jesus Christ. What are we working with here, guys? What are we working with? I swear to God. All right, lock it. Man, that is an annoying glitch. Why is that not coming to the front? Oy, oy, oy. Anyway, I have to deal with it. You know what I mean. So break on the 1 back to a 5. That's where you'd be looking to go. If you had the context to support extreme bullish price, mate. All right. Do you have the context to support extreme bullish price? Someone answer that fucking question. Are we in the context right now for extreme bullish price? If you were thinking about it from a context perspective, negatory, right? So you wouldn't take that trade, would you? Even though that's what you're looking for, if you're still in your trade, you would not enter in there because of context. Context before time, context before price. Okay, so these are the types of trades where get traders burn. Because they're like, oh, there's an IFED on 5 minute, we're ripping. Sure, if you're down here, it's what you want to see if you're managing your trade. But where does it sit on the higher time frame? Oh, in no entryville. We do not enter in here. Especially when we don't have the volatility. Jolts at 10. That's where your news comes in with the open. So the idea of me trading an IFED before volatility would be mental. It wouldn't happen. Especially if you're in between the X levels. Right? But if you are managing a trade, those are the kind of signatures you'd want to see for continuation in your trade. However, I'm not anticipating this low to hold. Nelson. Especially when you got a void down at 200. Bum, 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 bum. All right, guys. I'm just gonna go get myself a little bite to eat, take a little break. I'll be back. It's entirely up to you if you want to chill out for a bit. But I'm gonna go get something to eat. Just literally just sat in the trade. Like, you've done the hard bit. You've entered the trade. You've traded. You've paid yourself. You've scaled out. Now you're just submitting to time and price. All right. So I am hungry. I need to go and eat. So I will be back in a bit. But your lion's share should be off. Way over lion's share now. You should literally have one runner left if you've only got one runner. And what you're deciding is whether it's going to take this high or whether you're going to hold to commentate the previous day's high up. That's all you're deciding. All right. But this is where it can fail. 15-minute prem poo. So if we're going to fail, this is where it can fail. So you should have paid yourself here. All right. Okay, adding to a position. Thanks. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'll leave the stream on. I'm just going to go get something to eat. What's up, ladies? What's up, ladies and gents? I'm back. Bum, 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 bum. If you hear me singing along, guys, it's because I'm listening to that music. So I can't broadcast music on YouTube. So forgive me for that. But if I whistle or I sing, I get it can be annoying, especially when it's silence for you. But that's better. I can't trade in silence, so I have to have an AirPod in listening to music. If you want to listen to the same music, you're more than welcome to. That link inside the chat will play the same playlist I'm listening to. It's like the most untrady music, though. I'll give you a heads up. It's like... rock. Get my words out. Get my words out, X. Looks like it wants to come for our lows, guys. If we take out the lows, it's going to deliver the mechanical turtle suit model, which is going to go and take out that current PM low. So you should only have lambs to slaughter right now, right? Don't know how many times we have to say this. But we got to reinforce the points, right? We got to reinforce the points. So there's the little void that was taken. So we really wanted to hold here if we're going to move higher. You gotta go, baby. Bam, bam, bam. So our high is all the way up at 259. Not out of the question. So in terms of schematics, it's either a super slow Judas or we're in a sell there. Morning, Debbie. You missed out on this morning. Yeah, exactly. But obviously a sell day is a failed Judas, right? You would anticipate it to take place during London, maybe. for Judas. Dude, go into Red Pill Union, study it, bro. Fuck, Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you? Should know those like the back of your hand. Bum, 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 bum. The purge can take place then, but not the Judas. Bum, 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 bum. If anyone's listening to this playlist, absolute banger of a tune we've just listened to. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean that's what you're saying? Explain yourself, son. Playlist got you discombobulated. Purge. You're thinking about the purge. Purge before the Judas. Purgy before the Judas. A sell day would be a failed Judas. Shall with me, son. And y'all know what to do with a sell day, right? Where you'd be looking to frame your entries. It's all there. It's all there for you. Bum, 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 bum. This is where you're just submitting to time. Have your bias, have your analysis, have your plan. Pay yourself. Hold runners. If it goes against it, move to the sidelines. Don't start umming and ahhing. Flipping and a flopping. Mixing and a matching. Once you execute, you enter. You hold. And you manage your trade. We have managed our trade, and now we are just allowing it to play out. So even though it looks mega bearish right now, off the poo, have to stick to your analysis. Don't flip and flop. As soon as you flip and flop, you're going to start doubting yourself. You're going to start taking erratic trades. If you start flipping and flopping, you've got analysis, and then you trade against your plan. You're going to go, well, I knew it was doing that. Why did I do that? Right? You have a plan, then you flip and flop, you change, and then you do something else, right? And then it fails and it does what you initially planned. How many times has that happened to you? Probably a lot, right? So don't flip and flop. It is a fast track, a fast pass, a Disney fast pass, universal fast track card to Tiltville. All right, if you want to skip the queue and go straight to Rage, give yourself a fast pass by flip and flopping. Don't flip and flop. have a plan, be detailed with your plan, execute your plan. That is it. It's all you have to do. If it fails, you move to the sidelines and you either write a new plan, if you're still within your governing rules, i.e. you've not hit max loss, you've not taken 3 losing trades in a row, whatever your governing rules are, and you set up a new opportunity, a new trade idea, you do exactly the same thing. And if that is wrong, geez Louise. So if you take 2 trades and both are wrong and you've analyzed them both in depth and you've looked at the context, you've looked at everything that we talk about inside of Red Pill in terms of framing a trade, and then you are still wrong, your best bet is to wrap up for the day and go home. Right? What you don't do as an elite trader is have a plan and then flip and flop your plan. You execute. Consider if you work for Goldman Sachs and you had 20 million and how you would justify your boss that you flipped and flopped your plan with 20 million. Right? You'd be out the door as quick as you knew it. Pack your box, son. Get out of here. You're trash. Right? Bum, 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 bum. So we're anticipating this type of PA, right? This is what we are anticipating. After a huge range day, consolidating at higher time frame highs. We are anticipating it. This is nothing new. Read the goddamn daily plans. We've been anticipating this. You're also in between the 62s. There is no entry here. If you're considering a secondary entry, what are you doing? You are a nut job. Bum, bum, bum. Such a good tune. Bum, 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 bum. See what ES is up to. She cooking. So if we do drive out this low, so if it takes our runners out, if we take our runners out, guys, Yeah, I wouldn't want to really trade it bounce. I'll probably just move to the sidelines and wait for the PM session if it goes and drives out that low. I wouldn't want to try and bounce in here. Potential for a sell though set up. Wouldn't want to get caught up in it. Bom, 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 bom. Yeah, I'd probably if we did violate that low, I'd wait for like a mid morning, see where we were mid morning, around 10:50 macro, 10:30, see where we were. If it melts out this low, potential for a sell day if it does that. Bom, 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 bom. Which would go against what I'm currently looking for. So still not broken the 5, by the way. Still not broken that 5. Let me just go and fill the 5-minute busy there. Yeah. So you want to be looking at this busy. Come on, NQ. Give us our 26 and we can all go home. Done before the open. See you later, Jolts. But you should have already bagged today. You should have already had your 30 odd handles. Anything from here is a Brucey. Oh, I was never man. But where we sit currently is engineered liquidity. So entering in here as a secondary entry is super high risk, right? This is liquidityville. It's like rule number 1. Don't enter in between the 62s in consolidation. Just don't do it. Which is do not enter in here. Do not enter in here. You enter at the extremes. And anywhere in here is liquidity. So all of this is sus, 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 sus. Like if you you really need to have some governing rules in what you trade and how you trade. So I don't know whatever models you trade. You might trade different models to me if you're not part of Red Pill. But whatever it is that you trade, you gotta have some rules that you don't trade within. Like some things which I call them filters. So, you know, what are your filters that filter out your trades? Like if you're sat there watching this going, what the hell is he talking about? I don't have any filters. Like, you've got a lot to learn. You've really got a lot to learn. Like, there are so many filters that can filter out your trade. It's unbelievable. And the filters are designed to eradicate those trades which you take losses on, right? To improve your consistency. That's what filters are. If you have no filters, you need to start developing them. Our filter is do not trade in between a discount and a premium on the 15 in consolidation. It's a filter. Don't do it. It's a bucket rule. Right, so there'll be loads of traders going, oh, let me try and find an entry in here. All right, let me go. Let me enter off this rejection block, right? Like, you want to be down here. If you're not in down here, like, what are you doing? Like, if you're entering here and you're not down here, ask yourself, why are you not entering down here? Like, why are you not in on this low? Like, why are you in here? Like, you don't enter in here going, this is a good idea. Right? The entry was here. What are you doing getting in up here? Like, it's so poor, it's unbelievable. Like, this is an awful, awful place. Like, so one of the filters is, okay, in between X levels on a 15-minute, right? Just simply that filter would filter out me ever wanting to trade a secondary entry in here. Like, just that one filter on its own. Right? Because this is where you get sloppy delivery, where price wicks, engineers liquidity, takes both sides of the market out, and you're like, what is going on? And then ultimately it's going to deliver to target, and you're going to scratch your head and go, why in earth? I knew it was doing that. Right? So for example, some might have gone discount here. Discount on the 5. Look at drive out the highest, what X says, right? When it's bullish. Yeah, when it's bullish. Not when you're in the 62s in consolidation. Filter. Right, so you come down here, it stops you out. Then you're back in here, like, okay, now it's going. Now it's going, baby. 100%. Flip the DR. X says flip the DR after a turtle suit, right? Right, and then it comes all the way back down, soups you out again. You're like, what the fuck? What is going on? Right? It's engineering liquidity inside of it. Just don't do it. Your entry is here. Like, and now you're just paying yourself, paid, lambs to slaughter. So if you took 10 contracts, if you took 6 off here, 1 off here, 1 off here, you've got 2 connies left. Right? 2 connies down here. Like, lambs to slaughter. Like, you're not up here. You're not fucking around with this stuff. Right? This is secondary entry Twitter. Like, elite turtle suit traders, we're in down here, baby. Paid. We're in before offset. That's why we always pay ourselves out. We pay ourselves out offset. This is where your shitsvilles get in, your Twittervilles, your inverted fair value gap nonsense, right? That's where they get in. We're in here. Paid, offset, runners. Max position, pay, scale, offset, lambs to slaughter, terminus. Elite trading, overlaid with the context that you're trading within in terms of trade management, in terms of where you're scaling out on your first drive. Right? So we've spoke about context at length this morning. Right? So your lambs to slaughter, you're like, you're sat here, you know, on your park bench watching the kids fuck around, just, you know, scraping their knees and getting cut up, and you're sat on your bench going, look at these little scallywags. Right? What do they know? Well, you just sat here watching them. Right? With your bins. Your bindos. Right? With your little binoculars. Right? That's supposed to be a binocular, not a monkey. Right? With your binoculars. Just watching these kids getting messed up. Mwah. Right? And you're sat here with your fat checks going, boys, you were supposed to be in down here, right? And they're like, oh yeah. Now it runs, right? So all of these secondary entry Twitter vills have had their knees scraped, cut to fuck. Now price does deliver. They're too scared to get in price, so they're not going to get in here. Now they're going, oh, fuck it, it's too late. Now price delivers. How many times has this happened to you? And the reason why I can speak about this is because I used to be that trader. Right? Until I learned Ricky Gervais show. I love that guy. It's one of the best compliments you can ever give, AP. Appreciate that. But you gotta ask yourself, where is the entry? If you don't know why price is pivoted here, fuck, my music has gone really loud. Like, if you don't know why price is pivoted here, so you don't know why price has gone here. And if you don't, please read the daily plans, guys. You've got the link there. Just go and read it. You'll know what's going on today. But if you don't know why price has pivoted this low, why in God's name would you be getting in here? Question number one. If you don't know why price has pivoted here, why in God's name would you be getting in here? Think about that. The second point is, if you do know why price has pivoted here, why are you not getting in there? It's a very, very simple question, guys. It's a very simple question. Right? If you think about it like that. Okay? So the way you got to ask yourself is, okay, well, if I'm getting in here and I don't know why his pivot's here, why am I getting in here? Right? Because if you're getting in here and you don't know why you're getting it here, there's a chance our price goes run these lows and you're like, okay, well, that's why I'm taking losing trades, because I don't know why fucking price is pivoted on that low, right? Right? So you have to go and learn why price is pivoted on that low. What I teach, how to trade swing lows, swing highs, pivot points on the day. Right? If you do know why price has pivoted that low and you're thinking about getting in here, why in God's name are you not in here, scaling out, holding runners to that original terminus that you had anyway? Which was my original fucking point. Don't flip and flop. Don't mix and match. Don't have a plan and then go, well, this doesn't look right. I'm going to change it. And then 5 minutes later, jump in here short because you've seen a poo, right? And now you're like, oh, now we've got a 5-minute flip DR. We've broken the one. Boom, there's a 2022 model. Everyone says trade 2022s after break of structure, baby. Let's flip short. Right? And price goes and slams through this high. And you're like, well, originally I was going to trade it long because I was trading off that pivot low. I'm anticipating the previous day high to go. And I was trading X's H1 to M5 model. And I knew it was going up there. What am I doing? Right? Don't flip and flop. Have a plan. Execute. If it does something different, move to the sidelines. Ah, boo-boo. You took a losing trade. Grow a sack. Grow a pair. Own it. Just own it. It's not difficult. If you take a losing trade, boo-boo, you took a losing trade. Trust me, you're going to take losing trades. In trading, you're also going to take winning trades. It happens. Oh my God. Can you believe it? We take losing trades. Holy shit. God damn it. Unbelievable. We lose? Are you for real? We take losing trades? Are you mental? The difference is knowing how to scale, know how to hold your positions, because it's when you hold your positions to terminasso that eradicates any minor paper cut that you would have if price goes against your trade. So for example, if we took this trade in here, which we did, and you've got a 6-point stop and you also runs through this and you've taken a loss, boo-boo, you've taken a 6-point loss. What the neophyte trader does goes, well, let's just pile back in here, loss, boom, pile back in here, loss, bounce it, loss, right? And before they know it, you know, they're in a deep ass hole, right? Whereas if you take a loss and you are wrong, around the corner, especially if you trade the way I trade, which is turtle suit trading, and we have enormous R to Rs, like, who gives a diddly squat about this? What? Who cares? Literally, who cares? when literally around the corner you've got that. Not me. Not me. 10 to 1R. So you could be wrong. You could essentially replicate this same trade and be wrong 9 times if this goes and delivers to target. Go and be wrong 9 times and literally just take this one trade and you'll be back in the green. But you have to let your trades breathe. You have to allow them to run to terminus. You can't be flippity-flopping, right? You have to have a plan and execute. Right, and then you let your trades breathe. You let them reach terminus and you scale out en route. How you scale out is dependent on the context that you sit within. Whether you're going to take the lion's share off early because of the context you're in, or whether you're going to take small positions off early and then hold to terminus and take your lion's share up at terminus. That is the decision. Those are the 2 things you're considering. So you're either trading what I call tight range, which is base hits, or you're trading range. There is context that determines how you trade. How much risk you take on, your max contract size, where you're going to pay yourself, right? All these things go into the analysis of a trade. Right? So 26 is your next target. $26.50 I said, didn't I? $26.50. Weirdly, the M&Qs have hit 26.50. Oh no, they haven't. I'll take that back. I'm going to take one off here. I don't like how M&Qs have already taken that high out. So just taking one off here. So if you want to scale out with me, if you want to be scaling out where I'm scaling out, I've just peeled one off here, which is basically at the midnight open price. We are still holding runners to come and take out the high. That is our trade. We are not flippeting and flopping. If it comes back and runs our runner out, okay, we are scaling. So right there, another one off. 21.25. Sorry, 21,222. That's a lot of twos, isn't it? 21,222.25. Right, midnight open price. If you look at your MNQ versus NQ, it's already taken that high. Okay, but still holding runners. If you're trading my model, which is you guys will in Red Pill, you'll know what it is. We're looking for the 15 to be driven out. Well, the 15 is the previous day's high. We're also keeping a very, very close eye on ES and 6,086, which is our deep space target. If we violate the low, I'm done today. I've got no interest in trading a sell day today. So if we do violate this low and we continue off, I'm done. Right, I might look to see where we are in the PM session or mid-morning, but this is all I have an interest in today. Right, so you should already be paid. So if you got in on this low, you should have over 40 points now. Right, if you're in on this low. Confirm to remove locked drawings. No, keep them. Whoa, that was sexy, wasn't it? Right, can go. Why not? Let's get rid of our little monkey ears. Oh, Jesus. No, keep them. Can't see what I'm doing through love nor money, mate. Did ES even take that fucking high? 26. Oosh. 26. 2 ticks short. I hope you paid yourself. I hope you managed to squeeze it in there. I didn't like how NQ, the MNQ had already taken that high, which is why I paid myself there before NQ took the high. What time frame, Joe? You talking about this? Boom, boom, boom. No, it is not, my guy. It's not clean. It's not clean enough. Oh, there you go. So there's BTC. BTC is now down inside the unicorn figure. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Take us down to. I'm personally going to wait. So 92.2 is where I'd be on. Is where I want to be on Bitcoin. So if you go to the daily, so that the low on the Tuesday 26th was price filling the daily balanced price range, which came back down into my 3 drives on the hourly. So what can happen with the 3 drives? It can come all the way back down to that, which is going to take us into mitigation of the hourly range. Let's have a look. So we've also got BPR on the hourly, which is your Tuesday 26th 7 a.m. candle. So that's going to be where I'm looking, which is down at 992.250, which is right into the high of the daily balance price range. I hope that all made sense. So 92.250 is where I've set an alert on Bitcoin. It's where I have an extra interest. I had an ad pop up. Did you say yay or nay? Nay. I certainly wouldn't be trading that as a 3 drives now. It's just not clean enough, Joe. So you should now have. We have literally top ticked every single exit here. 5 minute, 15 prem, poo, midnight open. You should now just have 1 runner left if you've got 1 more contract left. So if this runs out your runner, who cares? You paid. Scaling, 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 scaling. Definitely do not re-enter. Yeah, I see where you're going with it, Joe. But unless it's clean, I just ignore it. It's got to be clean. Don't deviate. Don't make stuff up. Don't create new rules. The rules are very simple. If you were trading up here, essentially you've got a unicorn, right? That's essentially what this breaker block is. This unicorn in here. We are. We definitely are. Don't flip-flop. Have a bias. For me, I'm bullish until proven otherwise. Mama. So how long we got? We got half an hour to open. Let's ripski, baby. Let's deliver. Let's be done before the open. That'd be sweet, wouldn't it? Let's get our final runners to target. Sorry, Leopard, just sent you a message. Interested to see where we open up. Bum 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 bum. If you're just jumping on the stream, this is not a place to re-enter, right? We have entered and we have scaled out. This is not a place to re-enter. Please do not re-enter. That is awful trade management if you're doing that. You're entering inside of a secondary offset. I mean, you're just mental. Bitcoin right inside that unicorn. Let's take my runners. That's my trade over. So I am now out. I'm flat skis. So trade complete. How long did we take that trade? How long were we in it for? Oosh. So we are in that for almost 3 hours, guys. So for those of you who took that trade with me, it was a 3-hour trade. Oosh. Get some. So what you want to do is, if you've been trading for 3 hours and managing a trade, that takes a lot of mental capital, right? You're probably a little bit drained, a little bit jaded. So what you do is you move to the sidelines and you wait, if you are even going to trade. But that should be your one and done for the day. Like in December, don't over trade, right? Very, very nice trade. Beautiful trade. Right? From 90 up to 30. It's like a nice little 40-point trade. Beautiful. On a day like today, that's awesome. Look at today's range. You've pretty much taken the entire range. So be content. Don't over trade. Wait for another opportunity. Don't feel like you have to start flipping and flopping. Oh, we broke this low. We must be bearish. Like, cut out that mindset in your trading, right? Price is always going to print. It's always going to move. It doesn't matter if it runs 1,000 points. Who gives a shit? You're going to find another trade on another day at another time. Right? Stop chasing. Stop flipping and flopping. Boom, boom, boom. There's nothing really holding this. You've got BPR just below here on the 5. It's going to take it down to 35. I'm just going to take it to so it takes you to let's do a quick policy bagged. Let's do a quick poll, guys. See who took the trade with me this morning. I can get rid of this now. So don't forget, we've got jolts coming out at 10. Well, if you didn't take the trade this morning, I feel sorry for you. Unlucky. If you didn't execute, you didn't execute. So essentially, if you were trading the mechanical TS entry short, you know what you'll be looking for, which is what I'd be anticipating this to be driving down towards, which is going to take us all the way down to 21.31 at a minimum. Oh, my neck. I think we have balanced price. So So we're keen to see how we interact with this balanced price range on this low if we get down it. So essentially, mean threshold of that balanced price range. That'll be my last POI for longs. Only 75%, 80%. Only 80%. Oosh. 80%. It'll be at least 100%. No, Mark, it's not the right schematic, bro. Study the schematic. So we're anticipating that doji to go. So this doji back up here up at 74. So I'm looking at Basically, I'm looking at mean threshold. So this balance price range on the 15 is my last POI for price to hold. Bom, 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 bom. Bum, 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 bum. If we break through this, we could go revisit essentially yesterday's low. Just go and recoup all of yesterday's price. If it breaks this balance price range. So this doji is your immediate target. 73.50. Open your eyes. If anyone jumped on that early, make sure you pay yourself above this 5-minute doji if you went in it early. If anyone scaled into that. This is what I mean by base hits. Right, so it's another one. So scaling in. So that's an example of parlaying in, right? So in at 52, right down in here, scaling out. So utilize my M5 continuation model as a place to scale, right? If it comes and takes out my runner, I don't care because I'm paid. So just taking base hits, that's all I'm interested in a day like today, right? Target, driving out that 5-minute doji, right? I was going to parlay, if it came and keep going down, I was going to parlay in at 30. All right, to go and drive out that high. So again, just see, having a bias, sticking to it, trading in alignment with that. I'd like to see it kind of move up to work towards this flat top 5-minute high, but it can move lower first. So for me, buck stop on longs at the moment is going to be this BPR, as I mentioned before, the 15-minute BPR. You got ES that's taken out the lower lows. Be very, very careful here for longs. This low suspect. So I'm just holding her. I just got my lambda law is just going for that high. Just base hits today. That's all I'm interested in. This is my current trade. Bum, 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 bum. So for me, buck stop, the BPR's got a hold. If the BPR breaks, that's going to be me done for me today. So 2 trades. 1 trade this morning during London with you guys, for those who took it. Runners got stopped. Final TP up at 22.25. Runners taken out here, which is all good. Nice little 40-point trade. Take a little bounce off 52. Paid myself 20 points. Just holding runners come and take out this 5-minute high. But completely open for it to running this low. If it does, my last trade today is going to be down at 32, allowing it to get into this BPR. If it goes through that, that's going to be me done for today. I'll be 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Whoa. All right, 1 minute until they open. 48 seconds. Don't forget you got jolts at 10 today. The worst news window. Splitting the morning macros. A horrible window, that. To my runner on that trade. Bum, 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 bum. Right, there you go. So Just looking for MT at that 5-minute city for 84. Make sure you pay yourself if you took it. Holding runners get up to 84. Basically paying yourself inside of a 1-minute premium. Nice little 20 points if you took it. Jolts at 10, remember, choppy conditions. Huge range day yesterday. Choppity suey. Guess it, baby. Guess it. There you go, baby. Give us it. Boom. Target filled. Are we printing or are we printing? Are we printing or are we printing? That's the very low. That is the very low. Come on. Somebody stop me. Up to me, threshold of 5 minutes, Sibby. If you took it from the BPR, oosh, good stuff, guys. Well done. Boom. There you go. Happy days. Next target is going to be this high, then beyond that, you're going back up into M15 Premium, which was the original target, all the way back up at 67. Come and take out these rails. It's high risk here, though, right? News coming out at 10. Mean threshold of this 5 minute Sibby. Sensible place to pay yourself. Did anybody capture that? Anybody capture that long? Oosh. So just to give you my trade on that. So 3, paid 2, runner stopped. Back in, paid. Are we happy? Are we happy? Are we happy? Or are we not happy? Are we print skins or are we print skins? Market Maker X, yes sir, get some. That's what we do, guys. One and done. Boom. Thank you very much. Paid. See you later. 2 for 2. No more trading. We're done. Somebody tell me they printed. Come on, somebody tell me we printed. Let's get some energy up in here. Come on, it's a beautiful entry. You know what's the time it is, baby? Get some.
It's a five-handle Friday, baby.
Baby.
Posh.
Get some. That's what we do. Basics, baby. Tight range, taking the absolute swing low.
It's a
boom, get
five-handle
some. We don't mess
Friday,
around
baby.
with secondary entries. We take the very low. That's what we trade, guys. We trade the very goddamn low. We trade turtle soups, baby. Soup. High time frame POI. Nucleus. Drive back up into our points of interest. Scale. Yeet. Axe Crypt, live your life, time to shine, get some. Yes, baby. So that's honestly me done for today, guys. It's going to be me done for today. 2 for 2. Yes, sir. I actually took 3 trades. I took another one here, got stopped on my run, I got back in, hit it to terminus. Yeet. Oh. 70% of you have bagged with me today. What did the other 30% do? Eat popcorn? You eating popcorn? What are you doing? What's wrong with you? It's going to be a little 5-minute high is about to go. And then you're going to go, thank you very much, X. See you later. See you on the next stream. I'm done. You're going to go and do something else. Walk a dog, take a shit, do anything. But trade on. There you go, there's your M5, guys. So wrap it up, be content, done. There's your balanced price range on the low. That was your last point of interest for longs, right? Take it, be content, god damn it. That's 36 up to 98 if you took it. Right, it's a beautiful trade. It's a beastie trade. Wrap it up. Be content. Right, if you missed it, you missed it. Ah, boo-boo. Unlucky. Get it next time. It's actually more looking like a 3 drives on the low. No high time frame OB though, so it's not valid. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah. Yes, sir, Jamal. Yes, sir. That's what we do. Prinskis. All right, guys. That's gonna be it for me today. Traded the Open with you. Traded London with you. 2 for 2. Even though I took 3 trades. 2 for 2. I'm not going to trade anymore. That's me done for today. So I hope you caught that with me this morning. No. But I've got no appetite to overtrade today, especially through December. It's a case of getting base hits, getting green, getting gone, getting in, getting out, ducking and diving. and just seeing off the year, right? So huge range day yesterday, anticipating chop suey conditions. You've got news coming out at 10. We've gone and taken out that 5 little high, filling this 5 minute civvy. And I just don't want to keep pushing it. So that's going to be it for me. That's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun along the way, and I hope you bagged. If you did all of those, then fuck me, it's a good morning, right? I would highly suggest, if you have not already, you grab the daily plans from my WOP, completely free. It will help you with your daily bias when I'm not around. I write them every day at 4 a.m. They will change your life, I promise you. Currently 14.3. So enjoy the rest of your days, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll catch you on the next stream. Take it easy, guys. Abosh. Abosh. Bum, 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 bum. Lobsters.